Welcome, everyone, to Dwight L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense has the ball first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's McMillan. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Dolak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play.
Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Buffalo's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Looking to throw, it's Roberson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He might want another play. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Porter. Gets it past the marker. Still running at the 40. A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not...
Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Got the quick pass. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Makes the grab outside. It's McMillan. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Buffalo! took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snagged in the middle. It's Ridley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, out of space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Bowling Green made the bold move of turning to star of field, stage, and sideline Eddie George as the new head coach. And Falcon fans have to be thrilled after the run he put up at Tennessee State.
Yeah, listen, this guy's an icon in the state of Ohio after what he did winning a Heisman Trophy at Ohio State. And after what he built down at Tennessee State, there's a lot of reason for optimism, I think. This guy, this isn't just show, David. I think this guy has a lot of substance to him. I expect them to be pretty good.
Well, and I think that's the cool thing. He's already gone and done it, right? Like, he's a big name, Eddie George, especially like you mentioned in the state of Ohio, but being able to go now with coaching experience. You know, he started to build that program and started to win down the stretch. He learned how to be a head coach. Excited to see his next steps.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Roberson. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
A strike downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's McMillan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Pye. Pulls it in, it's Hogan. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for wide open spaces. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Henderson. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll go to the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of running room. There he goes. Touchdown, BG. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a man. It's Roberson. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the defense has set them up with a big play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today.
And the Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. And now the hit knocks it loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's McMillan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get him on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air. It's Roberson. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, there
he goes. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Snow. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up of 5 and a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Heaves it deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Falcons have taken it inside the 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Pye. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bulls get enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Roberson. Finds the tight end. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's loose. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Falcons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working that wide receiver screen. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Falcons have their offense in high gear. The give as they work on that clock. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, BG. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Roberson looking to scramble. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor and just make the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Good completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Falcons! Great job by the back on the option. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Roberson. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Under fire. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. With the catch, it's Snow. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.